Good morning and welcome to ATN Blowout. Blowout is a syndicated live program of the network featuring chit-chatting and conversation on special interest topics, news, events and stories through correspondence report, expert opinion and stakeholders analysis. Today we'll be looking at these stories. Cross River, protests over bad road enters day 4. Niger State, illegal miners kill NSCDC officer, burn petrol vehicle, and 2027 elections INEC boss Amopitan proposes 872.78 billion naira budget. In governance, under 50s fit for president, not 100-year-olds, and this is coming from former President Jonathan. Security operatives didn't have arrest warrants for El Rufai, and this is coming from his lawyer. China denies claims of terror funding and illegal mining. We are open for advert placements and bookings as well as commercials. You can connect with us on all our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and on X, Atlantic TV Nets. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. We're going for a short commercial break. When I return, I will introduce my guest for today. Welcome back. Today I have in the studio with me Comrade Prince Agbovu. He is a public affairs analyst. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians.
All right, let's get into today's conversation. The 5-day protest by youths of Boki and Ikom local government areas in the central Cross River State entered its 4th day on Thursday as angry demonstrators continued to block the Ikom-Obudo highway, crippling traffic movements. The protesters, who have barricaded the road since Monday, expressed outrage over the deplorable condition of the highway, which spans about 80 kilometers and has reportedly been abandoned for decades. The leader of the protesting youths, Angel Raymond, who said he lost his leg in an accident on the road, declared that there would be no election in the area in 2027 if the highway was not fixed. He explained that the 5-day protest was meant to forewarn authorities to act promptly in order to avoid future escalation of grievances. Reacting to the protest, the member representing Ikom Boko Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Victor Abang, PhD, expressed concern over the deteriorating state of the highway, describing the situation as long overdue for intervention. Abang explained that Governor Bassi Otu of Cross River State had engaged the federal government under whose jurisdiction the road falls to ensure the commencement of immediate remedial works and comprehensive reconstruction of the dilapidated sections, and acknowledged the frustrations of his constituents, describing their concerns as legitimate. Comrade, yes. Good morning once again.
Morning.
All right, so for 5-day protest, the Cross River youths are on day 4 of the protest, because they are demanding that that road must be fixed. If not, no elections will be held in that constituency. Do you think that the people have begun to slowly realize that when it comes, it's only when it comes to elections that their political leaders are very active? Hence, they're taking advantage of the coming elections to ensure that what they need is being done, and if not, then they'll hold them hostage. I think in this instance, from the Victor Ambang, the member representing the people, that constituency, according to him, they have already made the need known to the federal government. Even their governor as well, Otu, has also done his part as well. But like you rightfully mentioned, it's in the jurisdiction of the federal government. So it's up to the federal government to do that. The governor, the member representing them, can only do much in terms of advocating for that. But if the federal government is unwilling to, in this instance, what more can the governor do?
That's why I said it is not about negotiating or who raised the alarm first. Whether it is the governor, whether it is the House of Rep member, whether it is the protesters, what matters here is to sustain it. The governor may have raised that alarm in the past. How often? What other step did he take to sustain it? To be on the corridors of Mr. President, to be on the corridors of the presidency, just to ensure that this road is being fixed. I know when he was negotiating to join the APC, it was on the news every day. In fact, he will wear the Tinubu's logo. He will go to Abuja. He will wear it, travel to America. He will wear it every of the birthday he attends, every of the burial he attends, or government functions he attends, just to get the attention of Mr. President that, look, I am prepared, I am ready to join your party. In this case, in this very road issue, how often has he called the attention of Mr. President? Because sometimes if you raise the alarm that this thing is not good and you keep quiet in the next 1 year, it will still be there. I mean, whether we like it or not, the government had a lot of things on their table. And this time, project don't matter to them. A year to election, project don't matter to them. What matters to them is how many governors are crossing over. How many senators are crossing over. How many House of Rep members do we have in the bag? Who is the voice that is countering us? How do we buy that person over? How much are we going to spend in this coming election? How much is needed for the campaign? How many balls are we buying and here or big alarm? Or you go into protest and you don't sustain it, but there it will be there.
But the people are saying that if that road is not repaired, they are going to make sure that elections does not hold in that constituency. Don't you think they don't have? Do you think they don't have the power, the strength, what it takes to ensure that come 2027, those elections or that election does not hold?
They have everything.
Okay.
They have everything that it takes to ensure that there is no election in that area until that road is being fixed. They have all it takes, but they won't enforce it.
What makes you think they would enforce it? Because
we have done
one of the protesters from his own account lost his leg on that highway due to an accident. Do you think that at this point it's actually personal to him because he lost his leg, which means that is going to affect his standard of living, his livelihood and what's not. So obviously it is personal for him. So for we to sit here and then say that, oh, they are not going to sustain it. They've been able to sustain, they declared 5-day warning to protest. And they've been able to see through 4 days. Is it one more day and then ensuring that their demands are going to be met that they cannot do?
We have journeyed through this part before. Like I told you, they have all it takes to ensure that that road is being fixed before election. But they won't do it. They won't enforce it. Reason be that if politician comes in now, if the government in power comes in now and bring in money to hide.
Illegal miners on Thursday launched a deadly attack on a joint security patrol in Niger State, killing an officer of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps and setting ablaze an operational Hilux vehicle during an enforcement operation against illegal mining. The incident occurred at Zuzungi village near Kata Ereki in Boso local government area, while the joint team was carrying out a lawful duty to curb illegal mining activities in the state. The patrol team comprised personnel of the Nigerian Police Force, the NSCDC, and a local security operatives known as Anti-Drugs Control, working in collaboration with Millennium Metals Mining Company. It was gathered that officials of the Ministry of Mineral Resources, led by Commissioner Mohammed Kasim Danjuma, alongside top ministry officials, had earlier visited the area on a sensitization tour and warned residents and operators to desist from illegal mining. Acting on credible intelligence that illegal mining activities were still ongoing, the joint security team stormed the area but met stiff resistance from the operators. The situation degenerated into a violent confrontation, during which the security operatives were overpowered and an NSCDC officer was killed. If memory serves me correctly, some time ago, the northern governors asked the federal government to put a halt to mining activities in that region because it was contributing to the insecurity in that area. It was like a major contributing factor. But the federal government stated that comparing what's happening there to our economy or the economic benefits that is being generated from there, it's not enough reason, or it's not tangible enough for them to halt mining activities in that area for 6 months. Today we're seeing that these illegal miners have killed an NSCDC officer when they went on a dutiful inspection of the site after the governor had come there to warn them to desist from that activities. So that tells you the kind of strong will these illegal miners have. If they saw police operatives, if they saw anti-drug operatives there as well, they also saw the NSCDC officers there as well, and then they had in mind not only to attack them but also burn their vehicles. Doesn't it show
illegal miners and even the country sponsoring them has been there for too long? Has been there for too long. I want to be very careful so that I don't mention the particular country. In fact, as I speak, I know that recently in Channel TV, they paraded some of these foreigners who are allegedly sponsoring these persons. So, if there's anything the government in power need to do to ensure that they stop these persons, I mean, look at what they have done. If they can attack these NCDC people, who else that they won't attack? Attacking the NCDC.
Some security operatives who were attacked by illegal miners in the north when they went on a dutiful inspection of that region. Earlier, the governor of that state or that region had come to warn them against their illegal mining activities, and then he had sent these operatives there to, you know, check and ensure that these illegal miners were not still operating. But these miners, with no fear of prosecution, with no fear of repercussion, not only attacked these operatives, security operatives, but also killed one of them and then bent their vehicle. What does that say to how daring these people are?
Well, let me be explicit. Criminal
had told the federal government, without mentioning words, that illegal mining activities is part of our insecurity problems here in the north. So declare a state of emergency or declare emergency, you know, in that sector, and then close down mining activities for 6 months to ensure that we have adequate or proper procedures in place to protect the lives and properties of the people. But however, the Minister of Solid Minerals and Development, Dele Aleke, said the federal government, after comparing facts, decided not to do that because it's going to cost a huge, so cheap that 6 months in mining activities in the north should come above the
urgent, and that should be highly discouraged. The Nigerian state, for no reason whatsoever, should be threatened or should cease its operations because of non-state actors. That is my position first. Two, the mining activities contribute to an extent to the growth and development of the economy, which in turn, you know, curbs and curtail hardship and other social problems, which can also lead to loss of lives. So the continuation of the mining activities contributes to the national economy, which in turn, you know, helps to support the people, the vulnerable people that needs, you know, those support. So you can see how they're intertwined. So the Nigerian government has compared facts and figures and have decided to take the bull by the horn, you know, and face the insecurity challenges head on. That's what I think. Like I said, sectors of governance are interrelated. One, if you attack one, if one is not performing, it has the necessary information, they have the facts and figures. So if they have compared and contrast and have seen that closing the mine activities for 6 months will be more disadvantageous to the Nigerian people, you know, than dealing with insecurity head on, then I think that we should be able to trust in our leadership. After all, you know, they are a product of our society. So what I think the government should do is to come down on these people hard, and I mean very, very hard. Deploy whatever you need to deploy to those areas. Take people that needs to be taken out, people that are causing, you know, these issues, attack them hard on, arrest them, you know, take them to court, get them tried, and put them in jail so that the state can progress. Nobody, a non-state actor, cannot, and I repeat, cannot and should.
I have struggled to know, let me know how they are making these gains and how it's getting to us, because you cannot be saying you are making gain and we are not seeing it. I don't know if it is getting to you, madam. I mean, I don't know, but I don't see how this whole thing is getting to us. So whatever they are doing, they should do it, but they should know that the killing of this NSCDC security personnel are threats to our democracy. It is a threat to life. And they should be more mean. They should go after the suspects and apprehend them.